Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and most of you know my site was down today. Apparently my server, the company that I have it hosted with, which is a quite large company that all internet marketers pretty much use, HostGator.com. They're very well known in the internet marketing world, and the site was down because it was getting too much traffic. I don't know, it was overloading the server, the CPU server, which has happened to me before in the past. It did happen, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or longer. I remember it did happen at one point, and I had to go in and set some or add some plugins. So essentially what I had to do was go add a plugin called W3 Cache, W3 Total Cache. And what this plugin does is essentially keeps the page the same whenever you refresh it for, the discuss comments. So, for example, for a while there, I had added this thing to the toolbar down here, and sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit, just I'm losing track of thought, thinking too many things at once. Sorry about that. Just for the record, I never go back and edit these videos. I just wing it, and if I screw it up, so be it. It just means I'm human. So anyway, when I put this toolbar on here, I had put originally a little chat box here, and nobody seemed to use it. And I did that because the discuss comments were not showing up like this. Now you can see right now it says one new comment that just showed up, and there for a while discuss was not doing that. You just have to keep refreshing the page and refreshing the page, and that's a big load on the servers for the hosting companies to reload everything on this page. So by putting a cache program, and I don't mean C-A-S-H, it's C-A-C-H-E. Putting a cache program, it remembers everything on this page that is the same. So this picture and all these banners and this video and everything here on the page is the same. It will remember those and not reload them. The only thing it would reload then would be the comments, and this puts a lower load on the servers. So I'd had that happen to me before, but I did go and install those WordPress plugins to cache the page, so it would reduce the load on the servers. Now I have the blog on a shared host. It's not a dedicated server. For those that are technical, dedicated server would be one that I'm paying outrageous fees, $50 to $100 or $200 a month some places, to get a dedicated server, and that's just insane just to host a blog that I do well to make $30 a month from advertising on it. I thought people would click on these links and take these surveys, and I might make a dollar or two, but it doesn't look like nobody's interested in doing it. So you want to support the site, that would be nice to do that, but anyway, only if you're interested, of course. And you notice how this overlaps this right here. Someone, just to quickly get off subject there, someone was asking me that they could not see the photos button where I have all the fake prints at. So you click on that and you notice how these banners overlap it. There's nothing I can do to fix that. That's just in the script. So the way this thing is wrote, so you just basically continue to scroll until you get away from those particular banners to be able to see the fake prints. And right there is the right there, well, anyway, you can scroll yourself on all the prints and stuff like that. I still think that's so cool the way that goes that way. But anyway, back to the blog being down today. It was down for most of all of you. I did contact tech support, and they put it back up, but they only put it back up for my IP address. They asked me what my IP address was. I told them, and they put the site back up from my IP address. So I only thought it was down for about 20 minutes. But I started getting emails from people saying, hey, I still can't access it. It's been down all day. So I chatted back with them, and they said, oh, well, it's only working on your IP address. And so they finally fixed it. But during that time, I went and loaded a index.html file, so that when you go to it, just for the record, so that people that don't know about the technical stuff, whenever you type in a domain name like reddragonleo.com, the first thing it searches for is the index file, and there are 3 different index files it can search for. The first one it's going to search for is the index.html. The second it will search for is index.htm, and the third is index.php. If you have any of those loaded, it will go to those pages. Now, all blogs use index.php, so at that point you do not want to have a .html or .htm index file that loaded, because that's that's not blogged. So you want the PHP to be found. So I went and edited that, and I went and created a support form, and I was working on it. And I put the support form up, and I, basically told people, you were getting this message throughout most of the day. You don't have permission to access the index.php. So I thought maybe I could redirect you, and I put this up, reddragon.com/support, and I just threw this blog up real quick. And obviously it's nothing fancy, just to tell you what I was doing. So you're going to get redirected to it. I will take it down by Friday, but I want everybody to know what's going on. I thought initially that it was people's on their end, because I was able to see it. That I said, well, you need to refresh your page, clear your cache, and I kind of put in here what you need to do. Also, delete your prefix, files, which are a bunch of cache files. You can safely delete them all every day or every other day, or whatever. They accumulate every time. I routinely delete them. And I said, well, go to other browsers. I listed those. None of that worked. And you see here I put the direct link to the index.php file. So right now on Thursday, you're going to go to the page, and when you go to reddragonleo.com, the first thing it will find is that index.html file that I just put up about, 3 or 4 hours ago, 4 or 5 hours ago, whatever, when I was having this problem, to redirect it to this page to tell you about this. Of course, the direct link to the weekend update is here, and I'm going to leave that up and only do this video update. And then I told you should get you should still get this program called CC Cleaner. It's a good program to clean out your computer. Like I said, I don't clean my history because I like to see what my history is, where I've been, some of the sites I've been to, because I forget. I've been to so many sites. I do so many. You can see how many tabs I got open just in Internet Explorer. And I have Safari open, and Firefox open, and Netscape open, and they all got, I got 100 plus tabs open to try to keep track of this. So anyway, it was down during the day, so I said, well, nobody could get to this either, because it took the whole site down. It took the whole domain name, the whole URL of reddragonleo.com down. So you couldn't get to the support, because that's just a subfolder of Red Dragon Leo. So you couldn't get to that, so you didn't even know what was going on. So I went and threw up a spare site that I have here at We're Live. I did not get a chance to make this fancy, folks. All I did was repeat the same message. I copied and pasted it, and said exactly the same thing. And I was trying to update people through the day at 3:41, 4:44, 4:50. Finally, they thought they got something fixed, and then we got a 500 internal error instead of 403. And anyway, they finally got that fixed. And so here, anyway, I put this up so that you'll know from here on out. Do follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and I will try to tell you where to go to find out what's going on if the site goes down again for some reason. I don't know if this is a conspiracy or what. What is a conspiracy anyway? A conspiracy is that the government is out to look out for your best interest. That's a conspiracy. A conspiracy is that anything on Fox News, NBC, ABC, or CBS is the truth. That's a conspiracy. But anyway, my point being is this. I find it odd that the site got all this traffic all of a sudden right when we get close to this fake print and we're ready to hit it, which I believe we're going to hit it tomorrow. I find that awful odd that that happened. So, but again, you know, it is a shared server, so maybe I'm just making a mountain out of a molehill, you know. But a few days ago, the chart pattern guy, Ron Walker, this is his chart. I mean, I like his charts, so I read his charts, and I read Cobra's blog too, and Cobra's charts a lot. Cobra is also a very good chartist, and you know, puts out a lot of good stuff. So his Facebook page got taken down, and I was also informed recently by someone who emailed me that BAM Investors, their login page got taken down today, and you can't log in now. How convenient. If you remember, BAM Investors if you've been on this site a while and you've watched my videos, remember BAM Investors last year in September were calling for the crash, and all of a sudden they lost all their email contacts. They had someone that they were, you know, they'd built up a database of emails, and they lost their email contacts. So it was just convenient that it happened during that time period when they called for a crash. I don't know, but the crash never happened, so it really was, regardless. I don't know why that happened, but I guess the powers that be did not like that, so they, you know, hacked into it and did that. So I find it odd that Ron Walker lost his chart or his Facebook page in the same time my site got hit with too much CPU usage on the server. It's very easy for the government to do that. They would just send large amounts of DNS attacks to overload the server. I don't really think that that's what happened. I think it was just a lot of people know about the fake print now, and they know that we're getting close, and they were just on the site, on the blog, and they just thought that, hey, maybe, you know, just it got a little bit too much traffic for today, and it is a shared server, so I think that's more likely what happened. Probably it's reaching there for straws, but it's just a lot of oddities there that happened. So anyway, that was just bugging me, so I just thought I'd let anybody know what happened. My hosting company, you know, they got it fixed. They were, you know, they have a clue of what I'm talking about here about the manipulation in the market. They don't deal with that. So it wasn't them that took it down for any other reason other than it was just overloaded on the CPU. But hopefully this plugin will fix it, is it will cache the page, and so when it reloads, it only reloads anything that's changed, and the rest stays the same. Okay, so finally, after 13 minutes of talking about that kind of crap, let me just tell you about what's going on in the market. It's pretty simple. We had another sideways day. Today, I had thought that the 60 would stay above here, and that the 15-minute chart would actually go positive. We'd hit the fake print and roll over. Instead, they didn't do that. Instead, they kept the 15-minute below here and went deeper down and curled it back up finally here, pointing up for tomorrow, likely pointing up here, and putting in a positive divergence here. When you draw a line here, it looks to me like it's ready to go up and go positive. And they, at the same time, they finally took the 60-minute negative. So, and it is rolling back up too. As you can see, it will likely roll back up. This will likely roll back up. This will likely roll back up. Put in a smaller tower here. Take it positive. Cause a negative divergence. The market should pop higher. Go up here and hit our fake print. And I don't know if it's going to close out the day that way or not. You know, it's hard to say if it just hits it early in the morning, and then, but I suspect it will go up and probably do it all day and probably close on a positive note for Friday. They like to close on Fridays on a positive note, so we'll probably close up close to that fake print, and we'll roll over at some point. But so, and obviously this is still the same bull flag that it was yesterday, up, sideways consolidation, up. So you expect this to go up, hit the fake print, this to roll up and put in a lower histogram tower, and in the week out, hitting the fake print, going into a 3-day weekend, setting up for the perfect false flag event to happen over the weekend. And you know, I don't know if it's not a false flag event, something that they do physically, then it could be some bankruptcy or some other event, economic event that they release data on. I don't know what it's going to be, but I do expect something to happen over the 3-day weekend and cause us to sell off all of next week. If we hit that fake print tomorrow, I think we'll gap down Monday, but Monday's closed because of Martin Luther King Day. Isn't it ironic that we have a black president now, and Martin Luther King Day could be the day that they crash the market? Are the Illuminati sending a message to Obama because he's trying to break away from them? You know, because they put him in there and they controlled him. But I think he's trying to do his own thing and break away from him a little bit, and flipped him the bird basically because they, you know, because there were rumors there from what Benjamin Fulford said that they were going to try to assassinate Obama and put Hillary in. So the Illuminati, the powers that be, must not be happy with what Obama's doing after they put him in. So you know, maybe they're going to try to send him a message. They're going to say, okay, well, we'll just crash the market on this day, on Martin Luther King Day, to, you know, as a symbol. You know, ritualistic. They're sick people. They, you know, do these ritual things. So that's a possibility. That's just me thinking outside the box because it is Martin Luther King Day, and the fact that we have a black president. But anyway, I don't know that that's going to happen, but you know, the market's going to be closed Monday. So if we hit the fake print and if we go down Monday in the futures overseas and stuff like that, then Tuesday will be a really, really ugly day. If it, you know, just continues on down. So that's a possibility. And you know, you're going to trap the most amount of bulls if you do it over a 3-day weekend where they can't get out. So they're going to open up on Tuesday and be down 100, 2, 3, 4, 500 points. Who knows how much? I don't know. But I do know, you know, still plan on going short when the fake prints hit. So that's it. So this print's just too important for the I don't think they've changed the plans. Pretty much. I think if anything, it's just all lining up perfectly, just like they said it would. And when they put the print out, I mean, they just didn't tell you the time frame or the date or anything like that, but the market's lining up perfect for it. You got one more push higher, as labeled here on this chart that Ron Walker put up. So that's exactly what I think. We're going to go up, hit the 118.16 on the DIA. That's just around 1300, maybe a hair under, here on the SPX. And then next week, gap her down and take her down, sell it off. I think that's what's going to happen. So that's just my opinion. And so, you know, everyone just be careful. I could be wrong. You know, they could, maybe this quantitative easing 2 and 3 and 4 will just keep on going and we'll go up to Dow 20,000. I don't know. But to me, there's all kinds of just statistics that say that this run is going to be over. I think Sentiment Trader said that going 30 days in a row above the 10-day average and not closing below the 10-day average, which is this this light gray line right here. They said the last time it had done that was, I think, 80 years ago or something ridiculous. So the market's never done 30 days in a row above the 10-day average without closing below it. So we were in some record-breaking Guinness's Book of World Records trading, total manipulation. As the half-past human Cliff High guy said, that we're in a critical time period. I urge you to go read his site, which is under the red pill sites here on my blog. You can look at it. It is Half Past Human. Go read that. You know, we're in some critical times. He talks about this time period that this year and next year going down in history, that they'll make monuments about it, literally monuments about it, that honoring the people who survived this time period. So just as Lindsey Williams has quoted, they've already planned this out, and they planned a World War III. I don't know when that's going to happen, if they're going to be allowed to set off a nuclear bomb in the United States or not. The aliens are out there now trying to stop this. So, will they be able to? I don't know. So, possibly it's either the Palladians or the Chinese that stopped that missile off LA back November 15th, when we were, fixed to collapse then and start World War III. So I don't know who stopped it, but maybe they'll be able to stop this next one. We won't go to World War III. I hope not. I hope not. So, but as far as the market is, it makes no difference. The aliens could print money themselves if they had the ability to use the replicators and like Star Trek and replicate money and give it to everybody. It would make no difference. We already see what the printing of money does with Ben Bernanke, so that ain't going to help the stock market crash. So the stock market crash is still going to happen, folks. Still going to happen. So the World War III thing, we don't know. Maybe they can stop it. Okay, sorry to make this video so long. I just wanted to cover everything. So I'm expecting, quite simply, a pump up tomorrow to the fake print, and possibly closing around that area, maybe selling off a little into the close, whatever. And then I'm expecting something over the weekend to come out to cause next week to tank the market big time, or possible first downside print, maybe not all next week, but over the next few weeks, maybe going into February. The first major bounce probably is going to be that fake print of 106 on the SPY. So let's just keep that in mind. That could be, the whole move down could be major wave 1, and then a nice big bounce for several weeks or something like that. So just keep that in mind. We'll have to play that day by day. So okay, gang, I think that covers everything. So that's it. I think we're going to head it tomorrow. And yeah, okay, Richie said the same thing. Market's closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day. Have 3 days for the market up. Yep, absolutely. This is very ritualistic. I think they're kind of sending a market or a message to Obama, Martin Luther King Day, and being a holiday, and President Obama being a black man. I mean, I think they're trying to send a message to him. So anyway, gang, good luck, and let's wish us all well. See ya.